Hi Virgo, and welcome to your July 2020 love reading. I'm going to get straight into it. I hope you're all having a really good day or evening or wherever you are in the world. England has been very hot and very sunny today, and I just had to say that even though you didn't need a weather report really, but it's a novelty in England. We don't get much sun. So I just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, it's very, very hot in this room because I've had to close the windows due to the traffic noise. So I'm going to get straight into the reading. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed during the month of June. As you know, this is a new channel. I will, for those of you who haven't, just to let you know, the work and career reading that I'm doing separately will come out in the next week. So if you'd like to hear about that aspect of your life, or you'd like to catch up with some of the bonus reads I'm going to be doing during this coming month, then please do make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell. And yeah, let's take this journey together, Virgo. All right, so they want me to take this card. And that says a personal issue reaches resolution. So this is your love reading. So let's look more at this situation. I am going to be pulling quite a few cards today. So let's just see what these overarching cards say. Spirit, what else for Virgo, please? Whoop. Okay. So we have the energy is gaining momentum, but don't let pride get in your way. Let's see one more, please, Spirit. One more. Which one was it? This one? It's this one. Okay. Conclusions are within reach. Okay, so whatever this situation is, there are conclusions within reach. That's always good to know. So we started off with a personal issue reaches a resolution, you know, and in this first row they did tell us that conclusions are within reach. So that's kind of the same message, you know. If you've been having a particular problem, and you know, I should have said this at the beginning, but you know, these readings are general readings, so you will know how it resonates with your personal situation. I do try and cover it from all angles, whether you're single, separated, or in a relationship already. So if we're looking at this personal issue, you know, if you're in a relationship already, obviously if things haven't been going very well, if you've been under pressure, you know, over the last few months with the lockdown, etc., you know, there will be a solution in July. There will be some sort of resolution. You know, if you're personal, gosh, you can tell this room's getting too hot, can't you? If you are single, is what I meant to say. You know, this it may well be that, you know, you're out and about more during July, therefore you're going to be meeting somebody during July. We'll know when the clarity cards come out. I'm going to pause for a moment. Apologies, Virgo. Sometimes I get my words in a jumble for no apparent reason. I just take a moment. Okay, so yeah, so if you're single, it may well be that, you know, there's some sort of resolution in that you may well meet people during the month of July who, you know, are significant. We'll see in the cards that follow. And if you're separated, it sounds like there may well be some discussions or something that are going to happen potentially during the month of July. As I say, we'll hear more about it as we go through the cards. But you know, this resolution is coming quickly. Spirit are telling us that this energy is gaining momentum. So, you know, and it feels like a positive energy. It doesn't feel like the personal issue is gaining momentum because we know you're reaching a resolution. But they're saying, you know, Virgo, it's really important that you don't let pride get in your way. So just be mindful if you're feeling, you know, perhaps that you felt a bit aggrieved and therefore that has led you to feel a bit stubborn maybe, or you're waiting for someone else to make the first move. They're saying don't let pride get in the way here. They want you, they've just said to me, open to love. They want you to be more open to love. You know, so they're working very much, they've just said behind the scenes, they're working very much behind the scenes for you to enable you to find this resolution and to draw this situation, whatever it is, to a conclusion. Okay, so it sounds like you've got some decisions coming up. It sounds like it'll be interesting to see if we have sort of decision cards. Let's see what the next row of cards bring. So, Spirit, what other information do you have for Virgo, please, for July? For this is love. Do you want me to take that? Yes. Okay, they're saying you are safe, Virgo. They're saying you're safe. So, I'm going to come back to it. Oh, brilliant. If you've been in a situation that has been very difficult for you, Virgo, we have you are safe and you are not afraid. So this is why this personal issue is reaching a resolution. If you have been in difficult circumstances for whatever reason during the month of July, during the month of June, know that in the month of July, this is going to be sorted out. You are going to be taking steps forward and you are going to be safe to do so. And you're not going to be feeling afraid. You will know that moving forward is the best option for you. Now, obviously, you will know how that resonates, again, as I said, in your situation. But, you know, as this move, and there's definitely momentum here, as we know, and it feels like you're not afraid. So it may have been that you were wary of making changes, or maybe you were wary of having discussions with people. Or it may simply be, if we flip that situation, that if you're single maybe, or otherwise, you know, whatever is right for you, if you have someone in your environment that you've wanted to get to know more, but you haven't felt the circumstances were right, or you haven't felt brave enough to approach them, they're saying you are safe and you're not afraid. So it feels like in July you're going to be finding the courage to actually step forward. And actually that's quite interesting when we look at the fact that we had the Pride card here. Don't let pride get in your way. So they're almost like saying, you know, don't keep yourself sort of stuck. Don't let your pride stop you from having the courage to move forward, or to take a situation forward. Let's learn more about this. Spirit, this one. Spread the light. So I'm just going to fan myself. It's so hot in this room. Yeah, spread the light. You know, be, like I said earlier, be more open to love, and, you know, allow yourself to allow yourself to find the way forward. Because, as I say, if you feel too proud to take this situation forward, Virgo, then, you know, you're not going to be able to... I think that he's getting to my brain. Virgo, seriously, what is going on with my flow? Apologies. Okay, so... you know, they're saying get out there and spread the light. You know, don't let pride get in your way. Don't wait for someone else to approach you, to take the first step, to make their move. You know, you can go out there, you can spread the light. You know, it may be that the people around you are feeling afraid. You know, I don't mean scared. I just mean maybe they're not feeling very brave to take the first step. So, you know, the message to you is, you know, open the door, you know, allow them to feel that it's safe for them to walk towards you, okay? Or you walk towards them. Spread the light, Virgo. I do apologise for my sort of lack of flow. I think it must be just too hot. Okay, so they're saying, you know, clean up your mess, really. So, you know, it's time to let go of anything that has been standing in your way. So if it is pride, you know, or you are still going back over in your mind over this personal issue, they're saying it's time to let go of that. You know, it's time to clear that all out of the way, because that way conclusions are within reach. It is going to be drawn to a close. You're not going to be dwelling on this personal issue forever, Virgo. It's something really to let go of. Okay, I'm going to pull these. Let's pick up some momentum for me at the moment. It's not about my energy gaining momentum, it's just my words flowing. I am so hot that I think I'm beginning to lose the plot here. Right, Spirit, please let's focus for Virgo. What else can you tell us, please? What else can you tell us for Virgo? Whoop. Okay. Yeah, they're saying there's no place like home. Again, this is this feeling of safety, this feeling of security. You know, if you have been, as I said, in an environment where you haven't felt safe, or you know, have felt that your security is sort of in doubt in some way, then, you know, they're saying you are safe and you are grounded, Virgo. There's no need for you to be afraid here. And you're not going to be feeling afraid. They've already said this. You are going to be moving forward because those fears that you had, you know, are going to be going. You're going to be feeling a lot safer. Yeah. We have unfinished symphony here. So for those of you who are separated, this often comes up for you. You know, this is an unfinished, there's some unfinished business here. And, you know, it's not anything hugely negative as I see it. It is just something that you feel is unfinished business. And this is why they're telling us that we have a resolution to a personal issue. It's being highlighted here, but things are going to move forward, as we said. Ooh, ooh. We have a soulmate card here. This is my favourite card in this pack. So for those of you who are separated, it could well be that, you know, especially if you're in a soulmate twin flame relationship, it could well be that that person is on their way back during the month of July. You know, when I say on their way back, I'm not saying necessarily that they'll just turn up, although they could. What I'm saying is that, you know, there is unfinished business. They know that, you know that, and they're gradually making their way home because they see you as home. So, you know, this is why they're saying, you know, if this person is coming back into your life, then don't let pride get in your way. You know, be open to what that person has, you know, brings with them, because this is, you know, a hugely important relationship for you. And it could just be that, you know, you've been feeling insecure, you've been feeling a bit bereft without that person. You know, maybe there's been a separation, and this is why, you know, the space that person needed the space, or maybe it's you that took the space, Virgo. Whichever way, there's definitely some sort of reconnection for you during the month of July. If you're single, there is a possibility here that somebody significant is going to be coming into your life, you know. It could be that you find the courage to go out and meet new people during the month of July, and that you clear any sort of negative behaviours from your thinking, not behaviours, but thoughts, apologies, any negative thoughts from your mind that may get in the way of you being able to form this relationship. But it is kind of feeling that this relationship now could be about you stepping forward towards someone who is returning to you. That's the feeling I'm getting with these three cards. But let's see what else comes up. We are going to pull some tarot in a minute, so that will give us a bit more detail. Oh gosh, yeah. This is somebody you've known before. This is definitely somebody. So even if you're single, this could be someone that you've known before but has hidden their feelings for you. I didn't show you the card. It's truth be told. So somebody is coming back to have honest discussions, or maybe you're going towards someone to have honest discussions, but this is a significant soulmate relationship. So whatever this period of your life is, you know, whatever's happening for you, Virgo, these conclusions are going to be within reach during the month of July. There is going to be honest conversations. Someone's going to be very honest with someone else. And if you see this card, you know, obviously the owl is an animal of huge wisdom, but also these little sort of confetti type bits, they're all red hearts. So somebody is going to be opening their heart during the month of July. I feel that's the other person. I feel someone is returning, but it could be you. The energy is interchangeable. I'm going to move these up slightly to make way for the tarot. Right, let's see if we can get some more detail here. Spirit, what other information can you give us? We have the moon. We have the Nine of Swords. There's definitely been some worrying going on. Right, they want me to pull that too. And they want me to pull this. Oh, gosh, Virgo. Okay. It kind of feels like there's been a situation that you weren't trusting. You know, it kind of feels like you felt that things were a bit of an illusion, that things weren't real. You know, maybe there was a relationship that you were interested in, and maybe you felt that, you know, you started thinking, am I imagining this? Does this person really like me or not? Is it something that just is a fantasy in my head? You know, maybe there's been self-doubt along the way here. You know, and this is why Spirit are telling you, you know, you're safe in this situation. You know, it's actually, you know, you're right in the fact that, you know, it's not an illusion. Basically, that you are right about this inner feeling you've got, that this relationship, this person feels like home to you, and you feel like home to them. You know, this is a significant soulmate relationship. You know, but Spirit is saying they know that this has caused you a lot of distress. It has caused you, you know, a fair amount of pain, a fair amount of alarm, you know, and what they're wanting you to do, if you look at, this is the Nine of Swords, and if you look at the 9 swords on the wall, they're pointing out towards the sun. The bird is looking at the sun. The cat is trying to attract this person's attention, but this person is feeling very sad and, you know, very, yeah, just very down, very in their own thoughts, you know, and they're wanting you to sort of try and lift your feelings, try and lift your emotions a bit, you know, trust that this relationship, you're right, it was a significant relationship, it is a significant relationship. So they're wanting you to look more towards the sun, to look more positively at your situation. They say to you that, you know, while you're in this sort of waiting time for this person to, you know, reconnect with you, they want you to appreciate the small things that are around you. And this is particularly significant when it follows the 9 of Swords, because, you know, the 6 of Cups, very much about, you know, gratitude, very much about appreciating the small things, can also talk about the return of somebody, interestingly. So, but this is about appreciating what you have around you and to pick out the positive things and the feelings that are around you in order to make you to help you move forward. Again, you know, we have a card here. There are definitely doubts here for you that you are perhaps concentrating on a little too much, which is why Spirit is saying to move forward. And I almost feel like we should, although this one came out first, it almost feels like they sit better reversed, because this is a card about sort of dishonesty. This is the 7 of Swords, and it's almost about, you know, somebody not being totally truthful. And it feels like, you know, while you've had this time away from this person, it feels like you've been feeling that maybe they weren't being honest. Now, it could well be, I hope you can see that because the lighting isn't particularly good at the moment. It may well be that this person has been withholding feelings, hasn't been in a position to talk to you openly about how they felt. So, you know, your doubts were justified because you didn't know the full story. But this person, remember, it looks like there's gonna be some very honest conversations. Someone's going to open their heart during the month of July. What can you tell us about soulmates, please? soulmates, please, Spirit, for Virgo. Ooh, I missed that one, Spirit. Here we are. Yeah, you know, you have the Knight of Wands here. You have someone, it's very much about, you know, taking a new path, starting a new adventurous journey. So this is definitely, the Knights are usually messengers. So, you know, it's almost, I get the feeling that you've been waiting. We haven't got any timing cards or patience cards or anything like that, but the feeling I'm getting is that you've been waiting for contact from this person, you know, and they maybe went off to have an adventure somewhere, to do something else, but it feels like this is also going to be the beginning of an adventurous journey for you. Let's see what else comes. Ugh, didn't I just say we haven't had any patience or waiting cards? And here we have the Hangman. The Hangman can't move. The Hangman is just literally hanging upside down, waiting for a situation to be released, you know? And so that's what you've been waiting for. We're getting lots of back to front cards here, which is strange. But yeah, you've been waiting for this adventure to start with this person, and it feels like in July, this process, this relationship is going to be revived in some way. You're going to be having some contact. Let's see what can you tell us about the Truth card, please? Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles, and you can see this person in the Four of Pentacles is guarding what they have. You know, it may have been that, you know, we've all been through difficult times, and it may well be that this person has had to concentrate on their financial stability, on holding on to what they've got. Maybe their job has been at risk and they're having to hold on to their job, or, you know, maybe there's other factors in their life that have made them feel quite insecure. I do feel that's their energy and not your energy, but there may be elements of it for you too, Virgo, because, you know, as we said, we've all been through uncertain times in the last few months, and you have got cards telling you that you're safe and you won't be afraid in July. So, you know, it kind of feels like there's been a distraction, and it feels like this person is going to come in, and these discussions that you and this person are going to have, they're going to be very honest discussions. They're from the heart discussions. And they may well be telling you, or you may be sharing with them, that you've been feeling, or they've been feeling very insecure and needing to just try and stay stable during the sort of difficult times that we've all been through. You know, and that will explain the personal issue that Spirit told us about in the beginning. Yeah, they're going to go into details. I mean, you know, here we have the Eight of Pentacles. There's creativity here, but there's, this person is concentrating, as is the cat, on the detail of the recipe that she's making. So, you know, there's going to be detailed discussions about what has been happening for this person and for you. I do get the feeling you're going to be very honest with each other during the month of July. If this is somebody that you didn't know before, I would be surprised, because I do really think it is. But if it's someone you didn't know from before that comes into your life as a new person, you know, part of you not being afraid, you know, or if you're feeling a bit shy about this new relationship for some reason, the resolution will be that you'll be having honest discussions, and that'll help you to feel a lot more secure, Virgo. Right, what do we do next, Spirit? What do you want, please? Oh, that's unusual. Okay, Spirit have asked me to pull a card. Now I haven't been using these in the love readings at all, but they've got quite a lot of text on them, but for some reason somebody who is watching this video needs to hear this message, and this is, it may resonate with more than one of you, hopefully, but I just need to pull this before we do the Romance Angels. This deck is, again, a John Holland deck, but they are messages from spirit. So this is someone in spirit that needs to give a viewer a message. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, how relevant is that? All right. The card that they've given us, and this is a message direct from spirit, okay? And I'm going to read the text because it's in white, and I don't know if you can see it on camera. The card title is Let Go. And it says, once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints, which is what we talked about up here, that have held you back in the past. Don't let pride get in your way, Virgo. It says, trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. Now that's very interesting, because I said at the beginning that, you know, spirit are working with you to bring about these conclusions. What they want you to do is to not be afraid to let go of the things that are holding you back, whether that be pride, whether that be fear, whatever it is. They're saying, look, you know, just go out and spread your light, you know, leave the tough stuff to us, is what they're basically saying. You know, they want you to clear anything negative that is standing in your way, which is why they gave us the clean up your mess card. So, you know, there is something very beautiful here coming in. There is this soulmate relationship, and, you know, we haven't got any cards of people rushing in with loads of love, but what we have is a very solid relationship, a soulmate relationship, and a lot of honesty in July. I'm going to love your August reading because, you know, it feels like this is a stepping stone. It feels like, you know, the personal issues are going to have a resolution and these conclusions will be reached during July. But then in August, who knows? You know, who knows, Virgo, what's going to take place in August in terms of, you know, this relationship gaining momentum. We already know the energy's gaining momentum. So that's exciting stuff. Let me pull some Romance Angels cards and just see if they've got any extra little bits of advice for us. Spirit for Virgo, please. Is there any extra advice for Virgo for July, for their love life, please? Okay, we have 2. Yeah, this fits perfectly. So they're asking you to love yourself first, because it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So don't let the fears hold you back, Virgo. Don't doubt yourself, because spirit are with you. They love you, seriously. You know, and they're there to support you and work in your highest good, like they've just told us. But they're saying express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. You know, they've already said don't let pride get in your way. Spread your light. And we have these honest conversations happening. So, you know, don't be afraid to be a little bit emotionally vulnerable during the month of July. Let's just see. Yeah, we have a codependency card, which says addictions are affecting your romantic life, you know. It's an interesting card, this. When we talk about addictions, people automatically think that will mean drinking, drugs, alcohol, you know, gambling, drinking, drugs, alcohol, you know what I mean, gambling, things of that nature. But addictions, what came up for me when this card just fell then was emotional addictions. Sometimes we can keep ourselves stuck by actually being addicted to behaving in a certain way, and we're not conscious that we're doing it. Sometimes we are, and that's where the phrase "we're your own worst enemy" comes from, because sometimes we sabotage ourselves and stop ourselves from moving forward, regardless of the fact the energy has momentum, because we've got used to sort of, say if you never go out and you stay in every night watching TV, but then you say, well, I'm lonely, I don't meet anybody. You've become comfortable staying in your environment, you know. And although this uses the word addictions, it kind of feels to me that this came out to say, you know, be careful that you're not becoming dependent on the way that life has been for you. Don't keep yourself stuck, You know, give yourself that love and don't be afraid to express your love and be a little bit vulnerable during the month of July. Let's see what this says. Wow, that's just confirmed it. Look, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So these cards were spot on. Absolutely spot on. Someone sees you at home. And this soulmate relationship is returning, but there are honest discussions that are going to take place. They feel positive because they feel like everything's moving forward, not backwards. So let go of anything that is standing in your way, Virgo. And, you know, in terms of this person, they're coming back to you. They're coming back to have those discussions. We don't know yet where those discussions will take you, because I very much suspect that will come up in August readings. Please subscribe and click notifications so that you don't miss the August reading, because this just feels like the beginning of something beautiful here. Okay, so, you know, let me know if that resonates with you. I'd love to hear your comments. I'm sorry that I was a bit jumbled up at the beginning. I was just incredibly hot and I couldn't think clearly. So, you know, we got there in the end. And, you know, that's a very clear message that someone you've been focusing on, or, you know, you can't get out of your mind, they're coming back. So let me know if that resonates with you. And like I said, please don't forget that the work and career guidance is coming up, and then you've got the August love reading. Obviously, it'll come out later where we find out more about this situation. So take care and have a lovely July, Virgo, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care.